Hello there, Sagis, and welcome to your weekly tarot check-in. This is for whenever you see this video. And you can have Sagittarius anywhere in your chart or watch for someone else, of course. Just try to have an open mind towards the messages that are coming out here. It might be for you, it might also not be for you, so make sure you watch your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs usually. And if you want a private reading, you can get in touch with me via my email in the description below. Okay, what's the general energy? Saggy, we've got the yin yang, so there is a balance of the female and the male energy within yourself, which is very good because this indicates harmony, this indicates wholeness and completion. And the number 22 is all about being in balance. It could be that you are dealing with a twin flame soulmate connection here. I'm not so big on twin flames because not everybody has one and people are waiting for them to show up even though they don't have that kind of soul partner. But you know, soulmate connection is just as intense and as beautiful, and everybody has a lot of soulmates. So this is you either kind of finding that soulmate or just coming into harmony with themselves, Saggy. Love that energy. So there's this balance that's going on, this harmony. And we have the contract in the reverse. So some of you are coming out of a commitment of any kind. You're kind of letting go either of soul contracts. It could be that you are kind of separating from someone who you have been with because that kind of soul contract has ended, or you kind of end something else in your life, some kind of commitment. And it can also be a way of doing things, an old habit that you have been committed to. So this is something that you have been committed to that is kind of ending right now, and you might be feeling it already, or it might be in the making and might come towards at a later period. But this is what's going on with you. But it's not a bad energy. It's kind of you getting back into balance, into the natural state that you should be in. It's your general energy for the Hanged Man. And when it comes out in the reverse, you know, this to me is usually you being stuck, you kind of not knowing what's going on, not knowing a way out, feeling restricted, just hanging there, waiting, being stuck, like I said. And when it comes out like this, usually I don't read these cards in the reverse, but when it comes out like this, it is a change of perspective. So something is going on, something is shifting, something old is kind of changing here. And we are all stuck at the moment in our daily lives, yeah. That's a general energy we have to deal with, or most of us have to deal with at the moment. All right. Number 12 reduces to 3, so this is about growth. So this could really have to do with you changing your perspective about something. Some old ways of thinking that you have within you since childhood maybe. So you're kind of letting something go here. Alright, what's going on with Saggy, please, this time? Saggy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node, wherever you have Saggy. Or if you're watching for someone else, what's going on with Sagittarius at the moment? We have the Four of Wands reversed. So yeah, there's this feeling of instability, of not having all the security that you need right now in your life. It's just a feeling though, you know, because nothing is ever safe and secure in life. The only thing that's certain is death. And as bad as that may sound, it's not, because death is just a transition into another form of consciousness. But still, nobody wants to die, of course. And yeah, I hope you all have a long life on this earth, as long as our soul has intended it to be. But I don't know why I'm talking about that right now. It must be for some of you out there. But, you know, Four of Wands is that kind of need for stability. Maybe that has changed, you know, your perspective about what you need in your life, because that is what all this situation with the virus and with the quarantine and so on has brought us towards, to kind of change our perspective a little bit of what's really important, what we really need. And some of us have found out that to live our daily lives, we actually don't need a lot, you know. Could be for you. All right, what's crossing the Four of Wands in reverse? We have the Hierophant. Yeah, this is kind of you coming into this realization, that knowing within yourself. Again, this could have to do with some commitment. The Hierophant is the card for commitment, for marriage, for religious values, for tradition. So I'm feeling you're kind of breaking with some sort of tradition here. You could be breaking up with someone, getting a divorce, of course. And it could be that you're kind of changing your values, changing an old belief system about security. Or it could have to do with marriage, because the Four of Wands is talking about marriage too sometimes. Alright, Sagittarius, what's going on within you? We have the Magician in reverse. So there is something you want to create. It doesn't come about. It kind of feels like you are coming out of a very old energy that you have been stuck in for quite a while, and you want to manifest something new, but you're not quite there yet. You're kind of struggling to get into the new, not kind of being out of the old yet. That kind of energy that keeps you stuck. With the Hanged Man, the Chariot, yeah, things were kind of stagnating for a while, I feel, with the Chariot. It feels like you've given your power away, maybe to someone in a relationship here, or you just have given your power away to others by just trying to make it right for everyone. It just feels like nothing is moving forward. You are not in your true self. You are not kind of feeling victorious, not feeling like you have the reins, you have the power to control your life. That's in the past. So what are you moving towards? What's on your head, on your mind now? Look at all these major arcana cards. There is something very important going on for some of you guys. The Moon card. The Moon means that you should look at what's repressed within you, and especially repressed emotions. Some old stuff that's kind of been within you for quite a while. We will see how this plays out. I'm going to clarify that. Alright, what are you moving towards, Saggy? Coming toward you in your near future. Yeah, look at that. It wanted to come out before. Six of Wands. You will be victorious. You will kind of take the power back and take the reins back, because we have the reins here. Usually we have with the Chariot, not in this card. But you know, the Chariot is all about taking the reins back, and in this card I'm getting that reference with the horse here as well. You kind of sitting on top of your horse, feeling victorious, feeling like you've made it, feeling secure and safe and stable, and just feeling like you are your true self. And yeah, you are getting there. What do you need to know, Saggy? High Priestess reverse. Don't ignore your intuition. Some of you are very much in tune with what Spirit wants to tell you. You know, we are all connected to that one great source, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, some of us are just blocking that off. So try to listen to your intuition. Try to look at what's hidden, I'm getting strongly for you. What's the external influence in this for Saggy? Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is an energy of making a decision. And I'm clearly feeling the Magician here in the reverse. It feels like you want something new. You kind of want to take your power back. You want to get out of the old, start something new where you feel really victorious. You want to start something that is much more to your liking. So either if this is a relationship, a new partner, or a new job, a new hobby, a new passion, if this is only going on a soul level, it doesn't matter, you know. This is the energy that I'm getting. You want to move forward. You want to make a decision. You're at a crossroads in your life, and it's in your power to take back your reins here, to listen to your intuition, listen to your heart towards what you want here. There could be fears holding you back with the Moon card. And I get a lot of green, so green is about hope, and look at that. The green is shifting here. The further we go with the cards, the more green comes up, I have the feeling. And there's a lot of hope for you in the future. Alright, what is your advice? Ten of Swords. Let go of something old, some kind of betrayal I'm getting for some of you, something that has ended abruptly. That kind of old thing that you're coming out of now. It's time to definitely let it go also in your head, because I feel you're still lingering on. Even if something has ended, maybe you don't want it to end, because, you know, letting go of something that we have been used to for quite a while, whether if it's a belief system or a habit or a partnership, is always difficult. The advice clearly here for you is to let it drop. And what would be the possible outcome for Sagittarius? Please keep in mind, it's just a possible outcome. It's all in your hands, and you are taking the power back here, so you will know where you will steer towards. Okay, Sagittarius, possible outcome. 5 of Swords reversed, so there's the end of inner conflicts, kind of. Yeah, you letting go of fears, you letting go of that inner turmoil, that kind of feeling torn between the old and the new. Let's clarify though. Saggy, why is the 4 of Wands here reversed? 10 of Cups reversed. Yeah, you're feeling unhappy. It could have to do with a marriage, because I see this couple here, and the 10 of Cups, it's also about emotional fulfillment. So this could have to do with a relationship for some. This is just also a general feeling of not being fulfilled, not having that kind of inner feeling of being happy where you are at the moment. And why is the Hierophant here for Saggy? Some of you might not listen to their inner guidance system. Why is Saggy here? Come on, guys. One card, thank you. Judgment. Yeah, this is something very profound. You're not heeding the call. You know, whenever the Judgment comes out, this is you kind of rising up, leveling up, kind of getting a new perspective, a new consciousness here. And the Hierophant is that deep inner knowing, that kind of, that deep inner wisdom that you have within you innately. Everyone has that. You're not tapping into it. You're kind of not listening towards it, I have the feeling. So there's this huge opportunity for you to heed the call, to kind of step up and change your perspective about what happiness is for you. If you have happiness, only if you have a lot of material things around you, you know, if you have a lot of wealth and a secure job, if that gives you a lot of stability and happiness, I mean, that kind of perspective could change now, because we come to realize that the universe will always provide for us, no matter what's going on. All right. And I'm strongly getting this could be a marriage or something of a committed relationship as well, because the Judgment here is making a judgment call, kind of coming to the conclusion that this has to end for some of you. Why is the Magician here in the reverse? Page of Swords reversed. Let's get one more card, or two. I have the Temperance and the Seven of Wands reversed here. All right. With the Page of Swords, I'm getting that you kind of maybe have run out of ideas for now. You kind of, are in that energy where you are stuck, kind of not knowing what to do, getting out of something old, or wanting to get out of something old, but not knowing what to do then. Maybe that's why you're not manifesting something. The universe tries to tell you that you should be in balance, in moderation. Don't try to force something. This is a very similar energy to the yin yang with the 22 here. Very similar. Kind of balancing out both sides, the male and the female, the negative and the positive, you know. Try to get back into balance and heal what needs healing within yourself. With the Seven of Wands reversed, it feels like you want to give up a fight, you want to give up a struggle. It could have to do with the contract that is ending here, that kind of commitment. Maybe you're just sick of kind of pretending to be someone you are not. Could be, I'm getting for some. And yeah, this is kind of you wanting to give up the fight here. All right, why do we have the Chariot here reversed for Saggy? The Chariot and the Ace of Pentacles, love that. I'm getting that strongly. I had the same card with Leo, and I'm getting that for you as well. It could be that you feel very much clinging on to the material here. So maybe you are not going through with a breakup or a divorce because you are afraid of not having enough financially. It could be. I feel that there is something waiting for you, something deeper here. I see the light coming out here of this cup or whatever this is, candle almost. And you are holding up the material things, you know. It kind of feels like there is an imbalance between the material and the spiritual going on with you, thus the High Priestess in the reverse. It needs a bit of looking into, I get, for you guys. Face your fears, face your shadows, and try to take back control of your life here. Why is the Moon here for Saggy? We have the Hanged Man. I'm not surprised. This time it comes out in the upright, so this is you kind of hanging there, being stuck, kind of not looking at what's going on within you. And you know, once you kind of dive deep within yourself, because that's what the Moon symbolizes, your suppressed emotions, your subconscious, your shadows. Once you deal with that, you can turn the Hanged Man upside down and you get to this enlightenment, this kind of epiphany. So try to deal with that, guys. There is something that needs to be looked at, something that needs to be changed deep within yourself to get back into balance and happiness. Explain the Six of Wands, please, guys. Why is the Six of Wands here for my Saggies? We have the Knight of Swords here, so you are kind of moving forward quickly, and I get that with both these cards. You kind of will come, if you do the work, you will come into this state of balance that creates worlds, you know, that kind of gives you a lot of sparks, a lot of creative ideas. And with the Knight of Swords, this is logical mind, this is forward movement, quick forward movement. And I'm getting that with the Six of Wands too, quick forward movement. You will get out of this stuck energy, I'm sure, but you definitely need to look at something here. I mean, it's up to you if you want to do that or not, but the energy is here for you to do that, and the opportunity would be here. High Priestess reversed, please. High Priestess reversed for Saggy. It's the Nine of Wands. You have your guard up. It feels like you don't trust yourself. You don't trust your intuitive guidance system. You're kind of being guarded. Maybe the universe has been trying to tell you to let go of something, and a contract with a soulmate, and a contract with a job, with whatever this is, and an old habit. And you know it. You kind of repress it though, and you are guarded. You don't want to do this. You feel insecure coming out of this, because you would be feeling left out in the cold. You would be feeling financially poor, or kind of having a hardship then, I'm getting. And yeah, you're at this crossroads. Why is the Two of Wands here? Four of Cups. You're not happy with what you have at the moment. It doesn't fulfill you. You definitely want something more. And at the same time, you're not taking the daring to take the step towards something new. Ten of Swords reversed, please. I'm just getting, let something go that has died. Let something old go that has died. That's no longer there. Ten of Swords for Saggy. Okay. Ten of Swords reversed. We have the Ten of Wands reversed. So yeah, there is some burden you need to drop. Twice the 10 coming out in the advice. Let the old go. It can't be clearer than that. So for those of you who are thinking about leaving a situation that you're no longer fulfilled with, do it. Because that's what the universe is telling you. If it's weighing you down, if it's really not fulfilling you, let the old go. Definitely let the old go. Why is the Five of Swords here? In the outcome, it just feels like an end of inner turmoil, kind of end of being conflicted. The Moon card again, so you will be looking at your shadows, you will be looking at what's going on with your emotions, you will be looking at what you have suppressed, and yeah, that's a very positive outcome, guys. So there's an opportunity for you to change something very important here in your life, and yeah, it's in your hands, guys. So good luck with that. Bye bye, take care.